The recording will turn on automatically now. Okay. So what we are looking at as you make a template.car kind of a file where you have the netlist, your inverter basically, and when you describe the PVT, what happens is someone has their mic on. Can you please turn it off?
Madhu, please mute the mic.
Yeah, yeah, I think she's muted now. So coming back to this, so when you talk about the PVT, you define that as variables. You call that as dollar process, dollar temperature, dollar voltage, and so on. And you use sed and awk commands to identify where the word process is, replace it. Then what you need to do is you need to write a script. So script से भी पहले another thing that you can do is you can make a जो हमारी PVTs की list है. I think there are 10 PVTs that we have to work with. So 1, 2, 3, 4 ऐसे करके आप. So you make 4 columns over there: process, voltage, temperature, and then up. Your PVT can be defined as 125 SS 1.08 minus 40. So then what you do is you make a script which picks up this template file and identifies or searches for these terms: process, temperature, voltage, etc., and replaces them with whatever is there in this section. So you just write the script and you will have all these 10 files ready with you in one go. And once you have these 10 files, all you need to do is just launch these 10 simulations. If you have these measure commands already written in there, all the measurements would be directly done. You don't even need to open the waveforms. It actually is a very, very simple assignment. And what you can do is you can have nested dot step commands where you have the first dot step on C load, and you say that for every C load, for example, you say C load is 10 femtofarad. So जो भी हमारा list है 20 femtofarad and so on. And the next dot step can be on slope, which is at 10 picoseconds, 20 picoseconds, and so on. So in one simulation, you will have all the 49 results of the same PVT right there. And all the results readily available in the text file, in the Chi file or the AEX file. So it's not a very big assignment. You just need to automate it. That's it. Done.
हेलो सर, अनुज सर, मुझे डिलीवरेबल का डाउट था बस, तो मैंने सारा कर लिया था. आई वाज गेटिंग 50 ग्राफ्स, so I will get 50 graphs naturally. I have 10 PPTs, I have 5 things to characterize. So what do I actually need to submit? I should submit those 50 graphs in the report, or should I submit a text file या CSV file जो मैंने बनाई है?
So what we typically look for is, for example, let me go here. What you can do is you can make 3 files or 10 files, so to say, or 10 files की भी जरूरत नहीं है. एक XLS file में you can have 10 sheets, and you can say that slope is varying like this, C load is varying like this, and you will have a matrix. So this kind of a matrix you create, then you have this thing for TPHL, TP क्या है आपका TPD R है, जो भी मैंने नाम दिया है वहाँ पे. You just get them, you just make these tables. That's it.
Okay, so I already have the table. No need to make the graphs for this assignment.
No, but you need to deduce. You need to deduce that when load is increasing, my delays are increasing. When the slope is increasing, my current is increasing. All those things you need to deduce. So all the deductions for all the different parameters that we have talked about, that you should be able to deduce and summarize. You should be able to say that this is the worst case PVT for my timing, this is the worst case PVT for my power consumption, this is the worst case PVT for leakage. I observe that temperature inversion has happened over here. So all those things that we have talked about, you can simply, summarize that in 10, 20 statements. That's it.
Okay, understood.
So it's a pretty simple assignment actually. And I believe itna scripting and coding to aap sabko aata hai. All of you have done some basic scripting coding already. This should not be a challenge. Or is it a challenge? Let me know, please.
सर बाकी का मुझे मालूम नहीं, पर मुझे इतना स्क्रिप्टिंग की अभी नॉलेज नहीं है इसके बारे में। ऐसा बस वो बेसिक जितना आप पहले असाइनमेंट के लिए किया था उतना तो आता है, पर मतलब स्टेप कमांड्स यूज नहीं करे, शायद मैनुअल एक बार पढ़नी पड़े।
Manual क्या? आप manual खोलें, उसमें you just search for dot step and you will get the answers, the syntax right there.
Sir, what we can do is we can try it, and if like नहीं हो पाएगा लास्ट तक तो we will inform you accordingly. सर ऐसा हो सकता है, अभी तो ट्राई करना भी टाइम है ना सर, तो हम ट्राई कर सकते हैं।
Yeah, this is the way to do it. Otherwise, you will not be able to finish it in time. And if you do it like this, you can finish it in one day. It is a one-day assignment, not more than that. Swapnil says he's already done it. He's already done the simulation, got the results.
Sir, I need help in the part 2 of the assignment, the Monte Carlo thing.
What? Okay, so the Monte Carlo, there is a command. So if you just look into the manual, there is a command .mc.
Yes, sir, I looked at that. So
yeah, so you do .mc and you say 100 or 500, as many number of Monte Carlo simulations you want to do, and you say tran and you say all. So tran means tran stands for transient analysis. All stands for put all the Monte Carlo variations that are there. That is just 2 simulations you have to do. I've asked them only on the worst case and the best case PVTs. I think like that, no?
So fastest and just to confirm, fastest and the slowest sets of C load and inputs loop का मतलब यही है कि मेरा जो fastest delay और slowest delay जो आ रहा है वही that will determine the fastest set of C load and the input for the corresponding PVT.
Yes. मतलब इसमें ambiguity क्या है? What is the ambiguity here?
नहीं कोई ambiguity नहीं थी. I was just confirming.
Yeah, worst case PVT and the slowest C load and that combination.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Sir?
Yes, Setu?
So जब हम Monte Carlo कर रहे हैं, so we have to specify the standard deviation for the parameters which Monte Carlo would be picking random values from.
That is
so
already
like,
there in the model.
अच्छा, so in the model, ठीक है. And this is another thing I wanted to ask. So I was actually looking at the Eldo manual for the dot step command. The problem is that I don't think it can be nested directly. You have to write a table for it. So am I right? I'm not able to find it, or like so for example, if I have 2-step commands, they will iterate together. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4 in the one, and the second one is ABCD, it will go 1A, 2B, 3C like this, not like the n square thing.
No, it does 1A, 1B, 1C, 1C, यार 1D. करता है. नहीं तो do it like this. Use dot step and dot alter.
Okay. Like अभी तो मैंने Python से सब कुछ कर रखा था. I just made new things and then I was doing it.
For one variable you do dot step, for the other variable you do dot alter.
Okay. Thank you.
Then you can get it. Okay. So आप experiment करेंगे, it will be easy for you. It is not a very big assignment. It's actually a very, very simple assignment. I gave it simples and I gave a lot of time so that you don't bother about it. Quickly हो जाएगा. It's just a few hours of effort, 2, 3, 4 hours of effort, not more than that. Okay. So we have another view which says that have the midsem on 13th. It says the class timing and extend the deadline of the assignment to midnight of 13th. I don't know, matlab. So one thing we can do is you guys think about it. and we can do a poll after in the Zoom. In the Zoom, it's a very easy thing to conduct a poll. So we can conduct a poll in the quiz tomorrow, and then based on that, we can decide. Okay, but let this be a trigger and food for thought. Key, when do you want you just check your other plans, and then you can vote, and we can do it like that. Okay. Okay, then there was this other thing about tomorrow's office hours. 13th is not possible. What happened? 13th क्यों नहीं possible है?
Sir, 13th को इसलिए possible नहीं है because like I will have a midsem for macroeconomics and 2 days, like I have 3 deadlines in the corresponding 1 or 2 days only. So इसलिए मैंने 16th बोला सर. I guess जो जिनका same day exam था वो भी नहीं सफर करेंगे और 16th हम लोग थोड़ा कर सकते हैं. Like I mean like we could be better prepared assignment करके भी. So इसलिए मैंने 16th बोला. Like I mean not extend the deadline. Deadline extend करके कुछ मिलेगा नहीं सर, मतलब मुझे लगा.
Yeah. मुझे कुछ problem नहीं है. We can do it on 16th. We can have the deadline as 13th. The existing deadline can be maintained.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, 16th class hours. On 16th, we will have it from 10:30 to 12. That's the idea, Shubham. So then we don't need a poll. Let's do it on 16th in the class hours itself. Let's not bother about it, okay? So we don't need to do a poll tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's quiz include today's content. We will see. Why do you worry? So, okay, I do not know what all this +1 is happening for. So we have agreed that it's 16th, 10:30 a.m. that we have our exam. 10:30 to 12, we will have the exam. Okay. Oh, so now Pranshu has 3 exams already scheduled for 16. So which exams are those, Pranshu? CA का अभी तो हमने 15th कहा ना? All these 3 exams are on 15th. I'm talking about 16th, Pranshu, the next day. Okay, great. So we have our exam on 16th, 10:30 to 12. As I had mentioned, we are going a little slow. So चलो उससे पहले office hours tomorrow. So Prakhar was asking me that since we have quizzes on Wednesdays, it might be uncomfortable for you guys to attend the office hours on Wednesdays, and therefore he was willing to shift his office hours to Thursdays or Fridays if needed. So any suggestions for that? Do you guys want that to happen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I agree with this.
Yes, sir.
You want the
So
office hours on?
So actually Wednesdays are sort of good because like when we are preparing for quiz, if we have some doubts, we can get them clarified in the office hours itself, and that also serves as a good revision.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
बट
Wednesdays.
ये ड्यूटी रहता है सर, तो उसको अटेंड भी नहीं कर पाते हैं.
Okay.
सर वेडनेसडे को आपका
yes,
तो
sir.
होता ही है सर. एक ऑफिस आवर तो होता ही है, तो एक आगे शिफ्ट कर सकते हैं सर.
हाँ, थर्सडे और फ्राइडे
Yeah.
को प्रेफर करता हूँ. थर्सडे या फ्राइडे को शिफ्ट कर सकते
Yeah, personally, as even in the beginning of the session, I had mentioned that I would prefer that you have some support on a daily basis. So would Thursday afternoons be better, because Friday ko again we have a class, or you prefer Friday afternoons?
So Thursday.
Yes, sir.
हैं. Yes, sir. Thursday is fine.
Good.
Yes, sir.
So Thursday you have classes till 4. You can 4 to. So are you guys doing ICF course? How many of you doing ICF course? I think they have a class from 4 to 5:30 on Thursdays. So don't worry, I will let Prakhar to work it out with you guys and as to see when we can have Prakhar's office hours. I will suggest to him Thursday afternoons at 4 p.m. And if that doesn't work out, we will keep it on Fridays. Now regarding my office hours, only for tomorrow. I have a meeting with the director tomorrow morning at that time, so it will be difficult to conduct my office hours tomorrow at that time. Okay. So, okay, Sitaram, then what we can do is we can have Prakhar's office hours from 3:30 to 4:30. So if you have a question, you can join him at 3:30, ask him a question, and those who have a class till 4, they can have their doubts clarified from 4 to 4:30. Okay, I doubt that anyone would have a class from 2:30 to 4 and then 4 to 5:30, both the slots.
Yes, sir, we have an EVS class from 2:30 to 4 and ML from 4 to 5:30.
So then you anyways have 2 other office hours that you can reach out to Rohit, is it not?
Yes, sir.
And office hours, yes, will anyways be recorded. Okay, so I will anyways let Prakhar check with you guys. If that timing is not convenient for him, he will get back to you. Otherwise, we can keep his hours from 3:30 to 4:30 on Thursdays. Okay. So coming to my office hours for tomorrow. Tomorrow I may not. So I could not have my office hours last week, and tomorrow again I have a meeting with the director at that time. So it will be difficult to conduct the office hours in tomorrow's morning slot also. So would you want a set of office hours in the evening today at say something like I have a meeting till 5:30, so 5:30 to 6:30?
Yes, sir.
So you already have Diksha's office hours today. I can also have my office hours today from 5:30 to 6:30. Is that okay with you guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. So that we will do, and I will also share with you the third assignment that you have to do. It's not really a lot of work to do, but it is some thought process, and it will help you prepare for your mid-semester exam. You have to submit 2 questions which you want to come in the mid-semester exam. Okay. So when you make those 2 questions, one has to be a short answer question of say 1 or 2 marks, and the other has to be a long answer question of say 4 to 5 marks. Okay. And you have to submit the question and also its solution. You can submit it in classroom. I will announce this assignment in the classroom, so you can turn it in there. The deadline we will keep as midnight on 13th. Would that be fine? Because that would help us prepare the question paper based on what suggestions you give. Okay. So in a way, you have all the freedom to influence the question paper that you get in your mid-semester exam. Okay. All of you, I believe, must have accessed the question bank also by now.
Yes, sir.
Great. So just be aware that the question bank, some questions, we have also put the answers in there. So those answers are not yet validated. So don't think that those answers are all right. They may be wrong. Okay. So don't count on those answers. What can happen is that आप उस answer को देखो, and if you think it is right, you can just inform the TA कि I have checked these 2 questions and their answers are already there and they are all right. So what the TAs will do is then they will put a star in front of them, or they will color code them so that we are sure that okay, these answers are validated. So gradually all the entire question bank will be validated. But also if you think you've solved the answer correctly, you can validate it with the TA and you can share the scanned copy with the TA so that the TA can actually post the answer in that question bank for everyone to use. Okay. That way then everyone will have validated answers for all the questions in the question bank. Okay. So that about the assignment. We will also now launch the course project, either this class, I doubt today, but definitely the next class we will talk about the course project. The course project will typically have 2 presentations. First will be majorly about clarifying the specifications and design methodology. This presentation will be after the mid-semester break period. Okay. And the second presentation will be after all the classes have happened, and you may say the last session or something like that, where we will also have a short Viva included there. Okay. So that was about the course project. So this is just to anticipate it to you so that it doesn't come as a shock or surprise when you see the course project details. The course project will be done in groups. So you can already start to think of forming groups of about 2 to 3 people so that it becomes easy for you to lap up a project as soon as the list is announced. Then we have, I wanted to ask this question to you. Is it okay if we have classes next week or the week after also?
Sir, if possible, can we not have classes in the midsem week just because we have midsem in every course? So, I mean, unless like we are running very behind, then it's
absolutely.
fine. But like, it's
no,
possible.
I'm absolutely fine. That is why I'm asking. Yeah, that is the reason why I'm asking. Okay, so I get that. So let's not have the classes in the midsem week. How about the break? Like, are you guys taking a break? That is, or is it okay if we have classes in the break?
Break seems to work. Break we can do.
Because then अगर हम late नहीं, अगर suppose हम थोड़ा सा, if we speed up a bit and if we are able to finish course on time, then you will have more time for your projects. And what also happens is that you guys, we will have more discussions like this one in the class, because then I will be more relaxed that, okay, we have sufficient time with us. So if we can have classes in the break, those 2 periods can actually make a big difference towards the later part of the course.
Sir, but MTech students don't have mid-semester break, right?
Yeah, MTech students anyways don't have, but we have BTech students also in the class. So
okay, sir.
It has, the schedule is common for everyone. Hello?
So instead of having 2 classes, we can have either Tuesday or Friday in the break, like just to like support, like satisfy both the sides, if there are.
Okay, see, again, I can't force a class on you. It is your learning, and there will also be projects. I understand that, so it's okay. We can have just one class during the break. We can have that class on Friday or Tuesday. Which day would you prefer to have that class?
Tuesday, sir. Anyway, sir, we are having a break on Tuesday only, so the first day of the break could be gone for class. That's okay.
Okay, so let's do it like that then. So we will have in the next 2 weeks, we will have our mid-semester exam on next Friday, and one class on next to next Tuesday. Okay, we will have our classes in this week as scheduled. Already we are having one. The next one is on Friday. Okay, and on Friday we will also launch the projects. So Diksha also confirms that for Prakhar, 3:30 to 4:30 on Thursday afternoons is fine. So he will keep those as his office hours. They will not be available tomorrow. I will have my office hours today. So now with these logistics worked out, I know these logistics take a lot of time because we are a large group of students. So, but it's fine. It's important that all of us are on the same page. Now let's come to what we were doing in the last class. So what were we doing in the last class?
So logical efforts in multi-stage logic network, branch effort, path effort.
Okay, so we had started to look at how to do some back of the envelope calculations to be able to size our circuits and to estimate delays, to compare 2 circuits and, without doing even a single simulation, how to be able to compare 2 circuits, which one is better, which one is not. Okay, so Shubham has a question. Is it necessary to form a group amongst the BTech students, or we can form groups with mixed groups? You can form mixed groups. That is not a problem. See, grading is the last step in the course. Everything else is common for BTech and MTech. You're all graded simultaneously together. Okay, you're all rated for different assignments and everything on the same platform. Grading is different because there are two course codes. If there were no two course codes, I would have done the grading also in one go. So you can have groups which are across MTech and BTech. Okay, coming back to the class. So we were discussing, or we started to look at how to estimate delays, how to compare two circuits without even doing one simulation in the course, in the course of evaluating those circuits. And for that, we said that delay we will represent as D is equal to F plus P, where S represents effort delay and P represents intrinsic delay or self-loading or parasitic delay of the circuit. Okay, and effort delay in itself is contributed by logical effort and electrical effort. Electrical effort is effective fan out, C out by Cn. So while we did this for one gate, we also understand that there are long chains of combinational logic involved. And okay, so this was another thing. We use inverter as the base because it is the simplest circuit and smallest delay of all CMOS gates. And we just saw how to calculate the logical effort of different gates. You know? And then we moved into saying that, okay, typically we would have paths. And when there are paths, the delays are not just dependent on one gate. And when there is a path involved, I don't need to size just one gate there. I need to size a series of gates, a sequence of gates, so that my delay over the entire chain is less. Am I right? So in that case, we started to look at the path effort. I'm not yet using the word path delay. I'm using the word path effort. Okay. And when we do that path effort, we looked at what is also called as branching effort, where we said that when things branch, then some effort also goes in the branching effort, in the branching operation. Okay, because at least this particular inverter will see a load which is more than just your path. Okay, so some effort goes in the branching thing also. Okay. We also started to look at the total delay, where we said that total delay is sum of delays of all the stages. So towards the end of the class last time, there was a confusion that crept in, where we said that this BGH is also a metric of total delay. So let me clarify, BGH, we did not use the term path delay, and if I used it accidentally, then I stand corrected. We would still call it as path effort. Okay, path effort and delay are not directly related, but we will see how they are related. But to estimate path delay, we use the standard formula of sum of all the individual gate delays. That is where when we did the analysis for the ring oscillator based on inverter chain, we had simply added all the delays there. Path effort is a different thing which we will use now. Okay. Are we on the same page still here? Any questions still here? Because this is still what we did in the last class.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I didn't have that. Like we had that confusion last time, that as you were talking about. So can you just go over it? I didn't get it resolved right now. So you were actually confused about the branching वाला part जब हम कह रहे थे वो 36 लेंगे या 18 लेंगे तो
हाँ, so वो चीज ये था कि अगर हम डिलेस देखना शुरू करते हैं तो डिलेस के लिए हम BGH वाला फॉर्मूला नहीं यूज करेंगे. Delays are to be done by the standard formula, sum of all the gate delays. Okay, this as of now has nothing to do with delays there. This is only about effort, and that too path effort. Okay, this is how we define the path effort.
But please, we may differentiate between path effort and path delay. Basically, it's creating a little bit confusion.
So how do you differentiate between logical effort and path delay and gate delay? They are two different things, is it not? Logical effort is G, whereas when you talk about the gate delay, it is GH plus P. So in that sense, there is a different term that you're talking about. That is path effort. It is not delay. That's it. Why I get confused? Okay, I might have said it like that last time, so I stand corrected. I'm sorry for the confusion, but I'm clarifying that. There is no need to get confused there. One is path effort and the other is path delay. They are two different things. We do not mix them.
And sir, can you please clarify once ki how do we exactly calculate the parasitic delay of the multi-stage network?
Yeah, so parasitic delay for the multi-stage network will be calculated by adding the parasitic delays of all the stages.
So I just add the capacitance ka ratio at each input-output ka stage.
Yeah, so sigma of P. So sigma of P, you see? Okay. So parasitic effort of all the stages, you simply add that.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir?
Yes.
So can I say path effort is something like I'm looking at the apparent capacitance of my circuit from the input of my whole path? Because if I do G1 into G3 blah 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 blah, so that is effectively just multiplying like sort of the amplification factor of capacitance. Because like G tells me like how would C out appear to C in.
Yeah, so you can do that, Setu, but I would not say that get too distracted with that also, because we will see how we'll use the path effort thing. So that will clarify something for you. It may not have too much of a physical significance there. It may have, it may not have. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Garvit, you had a question?
Yeah, so same question, sir.
Okay. So then now we come to how to use the path effort thing. So if you've done a course on optimization, or if you've seen any optimization problem being solved, you will realize that if there are multiple stages and a combination of those stages have to be used and they have to be cascaded and whatever, then there is a sweet spot, an optimal point at which the delay, the energy, the power, various things, whatever parameter you're optimizing for is minimum. And that usually happens when you distribute the effort, or in this case, when you distribute the effort equally on all the stages. So each stage bears the same effort. That is when you will have the most optimum effort of your system. So each stage giving equal effort is the most optimum situation. So now if I have a path, so we'll come to examples and that will clarify things more. If I have a path for which I know the S because I know G, H and B, all these three things I know, then I can estimate the effort, the effort of every stage in this manner. So what does this mean? This means that all the stages will have equal effort. And what this also means is that I can find the fan out of each stage. Because if I know that it's a NAND gate, I know that its logical effort G is 4/3. If I know that S for every stage is 20, let us say, okay? If S for every stage is 20, then I know that H is going to be 15. 15, nahin. Yeah, 15. So if H is going to be 15, then I know that, okay, I have to, the next stage, let us say that was also a NAND gate or a NOR gate, something like that. That load is, this C out by C in is 15. We will see how we'll use this to arrive at the sizing of our circuits. Okay. So first thing, for a given load, if we know the given load, it will be easy to first identify how many stages do we need.
सर सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट, आई हैव वन
Yes,
क्वेश्चन। सर
yes.
अभी ना हमने इसमें एच की वैल्यू 15 निकाली और हमने बोला इफेक्टिव फैन आउट ऑफ ईच स्टेज, तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ ना कि जो नैंड गेट्स होंगे हमारे पास में 15 पैरेलल में नैंड गेट्स होंगे, लाइक सर
No,
हमने
no, 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 no. What is H? What
एच इज
is H?
इलेक्ट्रिकल एफर्ट
Is C out by CN.
यस
Am
सर,
I right?
यस सर, यस सर।
So either you say कि C out is 15 times CN, which means अगर इसका साइज जो है वो 2 है तो इसका साइज 30 हो सकता है। समझ में आया?
यस सर, साइज का तो समझ आ गया, यस सर।
Or you can say that there are 15 2 by 2 के gates connected to it. So fan out is not just इतने सारे gates connect होने हैं, fan out is also over here about sizing the two stages.
ओके सर।
Okay?
ओके सर, यस, थैंक यू सर।
ठीक है? Now we also need to look at what is the optimal number of stages that we need to keep. Yes.
So finding small f using the under root of capital F का, is it a good approximation? Like that was the product of all the GHI जो हमने फॉर्मूला निकाला था कैपिटल F का, and we are calculating of each stage का जो F है by approximating it to it. So how do we say that it is a, like, I mean, like, is it a generalized assumption or like we effectively say कि approximately ठीक है एक stage का ऐसे आ जाएगा?
So first, do we realize that that this statement is valid? Do we understand this? Have we done okay, so even if we do not understand this, if you do a course on optimization, you will realize that each stage, when it bears the same effort, that is the most optimal situation for a circuit. Okay, so what that means is all the stages, सबका stage का S is GIHI, है ना? So basically, I multiply F.
Yeah, yes, I got it, sir. No,
Okay. Yeah. So therefore, we took the nth root, where n is the number of stages. Now, there could be cases where you do not really know how many stages are there, or how many stages to put. In that case, what we need to do is we need to just keep this equation there, that okay, we have the total delay as number of stages into f raised to power 1 by n, because that is the effort of every stage, plus n into p inverter. And based on that, we will, when you differentiate it on the number of stages, you will arrive that the best stage effort is or the best number of stages is found by solving this equation. Now this equation cannot be solved per se, because आपको n ही नहीं पता है और आपको इसको 0 करना है, तो ये typically आप numerically solve करते हो, ठीक है? And you also know that n cannot be a fraction, n has to be an integer, and that to a positive, a whole number. In fact, why just an integer? A whole number meaning a natural number, 1 2 3 4 5 6, something like that. So it's, you just put in different values of n, and you see where the value of the del operation is minimum, and that is the number of stages you keep. Okay, we will see that in an example just now. So this, we already saw that if I know what is the effort involved in any particular stage, then I can actually find out the C in if I know C out. So in any chain, I know the final C out. Am I right? I know the initial C in. I do not know the sizes of the intermediate gates, but I know the final C out. So since I know the final C out, I know what gate is there. I can always estimate the size of this. So basically, C in of this particular gate I can estimate by using this formula. and then I can, the Cin is C out for the previous stage, and I can go backwards and I can arrive at the sizing of the entire chain. Okay, and when we come to the first stage, we simply check if the specification is being met or not. It would usually be met. It would be met if you're using the right formula. Okay, so let us look at this example. We are asked to size these, these gates, which are presently labeled as A, B, and C, when the final load is 5. Okay, so what is the effective fan out? The final load is 5. So actual H is
Sir, actual H you mean is capital
5 upon 1.
capital H is C out upon C in. What is C in over here?
1.
5 upon 1.
1. Yeah, ठीक है. So we have, अरे यार ये तो सारे आंसर्स एक साथ आ रहे हैं. Okay, so we say that H is equal to 1. What is capital G? Sorry, H is equal to 5. What is capital G? Capital G is 1 into 5 by 3 into 5 by 3 into 1. So 25 by 9. Am I right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what is capital F? There are no branches. So, capital F is
VG into H. So 125 upon 9.
125 by 9. So, what is effective H? Or let us put it like this. So, if you do F as 125 by 9, then because you know that there are four stages over here, your small f becomes 1.93. Am I right?
मतलब सर 125 upon 9 की power 1/4 ना?
I'm sorry?
Sir, 125 upon 9 की power 1/4. We can say like that.
Yes.
According to our formula.
Yes. ठीक है? So you get f as 1.93. Now, since you have f as 1.93, at once you can utilize that to estimate A, B, and C. A is 1.93. B is FA by G2. G2 is 5 by 3. So you will arrive at this number. And C is 2.59. So without doing even a single simulation, just by knowing the output load and the constraint on the input load, you are able to estimate the size of your entire chain, an optimal size for your entire chain. Are you able to see this? So Swapnil, you wanted an example. So this example works for you?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sir, in this case of inverter, अगर हम electrical effort that is small h, अगर हम इसे C out by C in करके निकालेंगे, जैसे आपने last class में भी किया था, तो सर उससे तो ये 1 आएगा ना, ये 1.93 इसमें आ रहा है.
नहीं, C out by C in. So what is C out? आपको क्या बताना है यहाँ पे? C out क्या है? C out is the input load that it sees for A.
Yes, sir.
है ना? तो A is 1.93. F is G and H. F is equal to G into H. Am I right? G is 1. H
yes,
is
sir, इस
H is A.
सर इस फॉर्मूले से दैट इज फाइन, बट मुझे अगर इलेक्ट्रिकल ये ए की वैल्यू जो कि मतलब इलेक्ट्रिकल एफर्ट है, अगर हम इसे सी आउट बाय सी इन से ही निकालेंगे, तो हमें सर नैंड गेट का तो सी आउट मतलब नैंड गेट के लिए जो सी इनपुट होगा वही सी आउट होगा इन्वर्टर के लिए. तो अगर हम नैंड गेट का सी आउट निकाल करके करेंगे तो फिर तो मतलब आंसर हमारा डिफरेंट आएगा ना सर.
तो NAND गेट का हमने Cn निकाला ना, A is the Cn of the NAND gate.
नहीं सर, मैं बोल रहा हूँ वो जो आरसी मॉडल वाले से जैसे हमने कैपेसिटेंस को निकाला था ना, मैं वैसे करने के लिए बोल रहा हूँ।
So you are saying how will we split this 1.93 into the PMOS and the NMOS? Is that what your question is?
हाँ सर, मैं मतलब बैकवर्ड कैलकुलेशन से आ रहा हूँ कि पहले मैंने कैपेसिटेंसेस लगा दिए एंड इसके बाद में मैंने इसको कैलकुलेट किया।
So we'll just look at an example for that also. Don't worry. अभी देखते हैं. ठीक है? We'll just look at that example also. Anything else?
तो वेरी बेसिक सा डाउट है, जैसे इसमें ब्रांचिंग नहीं है तो अगर अपन मतलब ब्रांचिंग नहीं तो b इक्वल टू 1 लिख देंगे अपन, ऐसा मतलब अगर अपन फॉर्मूला ओवरऑल देखें ना f g into h मतलब b g b f h अपन जो लिखते हैं मतलब पूरा, तो b इक्वल टू 1 अगर इधर अपन कह सकते हैं अगर ब्रांचिंग नहीं है तो
B is 1. That we already saw in the last class, no? Because all the path is active. So it is always active path. There is no inactive path, so B is 1.
Okay,
we will take an example of a branching case also, I think. आगे जाके एक example मैंने डाला हुआ है. So now, given this, if I ask you to design an 8-input AND gate, so you have all these many options to design an 8-input AND gate. Am I right? You can design a 8-input single NAND and then an inverter, or two 4-input NANDs and a 2-input NOR, or all the gates are 2-input gates. Which, according to you, is the most efficient one, most optimal amongst these?
So
How would
C
you
should
size all of
be-
them?
So I guess C should be the best one. The
Okay.
reason I'm saying is that G is more. अच्छा नहीं रुको नहीं, I'll have to calculate. I miscalculated.
So you can do this as an exercise. It can be a good tickling exercise, you know, brain tickling exercise. It will be nice to do it. Okay. Now let us look at the example that that we wanted to see. कि अगर branching है, then how do we do it? Okay. Now over here we have branching, and we want to size the gates X and Y, so that we get the least delay from A to B. Okay. So what would we do? What is the first step that we should do over here?
capital H.
Capital H. Okay. And
Then we can calculate capital B, and then we can calculate capital G.
okay. So what we are saying is, let us start to find with the logical effort. Capital G, capital H, and capital B. Is this fine? We found G, H, and B. Are these calculations okay for you?
Yes.
Hello? Yeah. So,
Sir,
then
can you go back to the previous slide once?
this one.
Yeah, okay, you can go ahead. I was just checking. Okay.
Okay. Then the path effort is GBH, which is 125. So the best stage effort is cube root of, because we have 3 stages, so cube root of 125. आसान सा नंबर निकाल दिया, 5. Am I right? So we have best stage effort as 5. And now the parasitic delay is, it's a 2-input gate, 3-input gate, 2-input gate. I say P is 7. Total delay is 3 into 5, because I know that each stage has f of 5. So 3 into 5 plus 7 is equal to 22. Okay, and my FO4 is 4.4.
So what is
और delay
FO4?
FO4, sorry, कुछ नहीं. So this is delay. ये क्या है? ये FO4 means fan out of 4. इसको छोड़ दो, ignore this part. ठीक है?
सर फैन आउट ऑफ 4 मतलब यहाँ पे डायग्राम में किधर?
नहीं है, इसलिए तो कह रहा हूँ इग्नोर कर दो, रुक जाओ अभी. जस्ट
और
डिले
सर
देखो.
एक बार कैपिटल बी बता दीजिए सर प्लीज एक बार.
आई एम सॉरी.
सर कैपिटल बी एक बार कि 3x2 कैसे था, मुझे बस ये नहीं आया, बाकी क्लियर है.
कैपिटल बी.
हाँ.
So what is the branching effort at this stage?
अच्छा सर, मतलब 3 ब्रांच है यहाँ पर और आगे 2 ब्रांच है, तो 3x2 ये सब क्लियर.
Yeah.
सर
Yes.
सर 5 नहीं होना चाहिए था कैपिटल बी, 3+2 आई थिंक.
3+2 नहीं ना, जैसे हमारा G मल्टीप्लाई होता है उसी तरह से अक्रॉस द स्टेजेस B भी मल्टीप्लाई होता है.
ओके सर.
ओके.
सर इसमें
Yes.
हमने ये जो पैरासिटिक डिले मतलब पैरासिटिक वाले एफर्ट को निकाला था, तो जहाँ पे आपने b = 3 लिखा है, अगर यहाँ पे एक 2 इनपुट नैंड गेट होता, एक 4 इनपुट नैंड गेट होता, तो फिर
सेम
तो हम उस
सेम डाउट.
लेते, राइट सर, वैल्यू.
हाँ, suppose this was a 4 input NAND gate. So we would have used 4 over here.
ओके सर.
Okay.
ठीक है सर. यस, थैंक यू सर.
Yes.
So यहाँ पे like we are assuming कि जब भी branching हो रही है, we always end up in the same type of gates. For example, we always end up with XXXX type of gates.
Yeah. So what we are saying is that जब भी branching हो रही है, आप assume कर लो same structure is replicated for all the gates.
Okay. Otherwise, like we have to individually multiply
Yeah.
all the possible
In
combinations.
reality, so this is just the things made simple for you. In reality, this may be X prime. This may be X double prime.
Yeah.
Is it not? So then you will have to use the basic formula, inactive path over active path and all those things.
Yeah. Okay.
So अगर
Thank
नहीं
you.
दिया है, then assume it to be same.
सर सो इन दैट केस अगर मतलब हमें सब सेम नहीं दिया है, तो उस केस में हम ब्रांच एफर्ट को सीधा 3x2 भी नहीं लिख सकते ना शायद.
अगर नहीं दिया है तो you make the assumption and simply do 3x2. If it is given, then there is everything available to you. Then you actually calculate the branch effort.
Okay, but if it is given that these are not equal, then I can't put the branch effort as 3x2 because
No,
they're
then you
not
can't.
equal
Then because
parts.
then you have to calculate.
Okay.
सर जस्ट
Here, because nothing is given, for simplicity's sake, we assume it is same.
Sure, sir.
Okay.
सर जस्ट वन मोर डाउट. ये आपने ना सर ये 4 इनपुट ब्लू वाले पाथ पे लगाया. मैं कह रहा हूँ कि अगर 4 इनपुट मेरे मतलब इस पाथ में ना होके उस सेकंड वाले नैंड गेट में होते, तब भी हम
हाँ,
इसे
तो
कैपिटल पी को.
तो इस पाथ में ओके, सो कैपिटल बी को
पी सर, कैपिटल पी अभी सर मैंने बोला ना.
हाँ, तो वी हैव टेकन, देन वी वुड हैव टेकन 232. यस.
अच्छा,
अगर इफ दिस वन वाज 3 and this one was 4 input or 5 input, whatever,
yes sir,
then we would have still taken 232, because on this path the delay is, so each stage for the path added its own parasitic. This is simply sigma pi. Okay, that is simply sigma pi. Hello. Okay.
Okay sir. Okay.
Yeah. So now we want to find what is the sizes of these NOR gates and NAND gates, and we simply work it backwards. We say that this is 45. I know that this is a NOR gate, so my G is 5/3. I know F is 5, so the Y is 15. And if Y is 15, I can find out X accordingly by using the same formula, and I get X as 10. Okay. So now when I want to size the PMOS and the NMOS, my PMOS over here is 4, because it's a 3 input, so I say 4/6, 12/3, 15, and 4/4. Okay, is this step clear? From 15 and 10 and 8 to arriving at 4 and 4 by 6 and 12 by 3. Is this step clear? Silence means yes. Should I assume yes? Or
So
silence
how
means
did we?
pata nahi?
So
So
I
first
am
वाले 4 of shouldn't be like 2 input NAND gate है, तो shouldn't it have been like how did we have that division of
In
4
a
and
2
4?
input NAND gate, PMOS and NMOS, you want to keep them to be the same size, na?
हाँ.
In a 2 input NAND gate, to say that my resistance on resistance of PMOS network and NMOS network is same, you keep them to be the same size. Hai, because there are two resistances in series, and this is two resistances in parallel, but this is R, and this is 2R, and this is 2R.
Sir, NAND 2 times
So,
होता है, twice
आप इसको
like because R by 2 होता है वो. Sorry,
हाँ,
NMOS.
NMOS को R/2 करने के लिए आपको उसकी वेट डबल करनी पड़ेगी ना.
हाँ.
तो इसको W छोड़ो, तुम W से कंफ्यूज हो जाओगे. आप एक NAND गेट को ऐसे साइज करते हो ना, 2 2 2 2, so that the series resistance comes to be R/2, and over here you have 2R and 2R in parallel, so you do it like that.
Yes sir. Okay, ठीक है.
So you size PMOS and NMOS to the same size. This is same. Similarly, you go ahead and do the sizing for the 3 input NAND gate, and similarly for the 4 input, for the 2 input NOR gate.
So we maintain the ratio and the total amount at the same time. We have to do that.
Yes.
तो उसका sum 10 आ रहा है and ratio maintain.
Yeah, because आपको G पता है. Sorry, yes.
यस सर. सो वहाँ पे सर हम लोग वो 15 and 10 उसके इलेक्ट्रिकल एफर्ट निकाले, तो उस हिसाब से PMOS एंड NMOS को वो 12 3 करके उसके इनपुट में 15 में दे रहा हूँ.
Yes. ओके
सर जैसे भी आपने बोला जब NANड गेट को हम साइज करते हैं तो सर ये PMOS के लिए तो सर बेस्ट केस रहेगा ना कि दोनों रेजिस्टेंस पैरेलल में आए, क्योंकि सर NMOS तो हमेशा ऑन रहेंगे, मतलब जब भी डिस्चार्ज होगा तो NMOS तो ऑन ही रहेंगे, तो वो रेजिस्टेंस तो सर R ही मिलेगी.
Yeah, that is why you make the PMOS as 2 times, na? That is why you size it twice of, so in an inverter, you size it twice of a NMOS because you want the resistance of the PMOS to be the same. Now, you put another PMOS in parallel, you still size it at 2. But when you put an NMOS in series, you say, okay, now since they are series, I have to double the size. That is how you arrive at the sizing for the NAND gate, na?
Okay, sir.
सर अभी आपने जब NAND गेट बनाया था ना, तो आपने साइज PMOS का 2 करके और 2R लिखा था, तो वो R होना चाहिए ना सर, 2R थोड़ी ना.
हाँ, वो R होना चाहिए, वो गलत लिखा था. हाँ, वो R होना चाहिए, वो R होना चाहिए.
सर ये जो अभी आपने इसमें नैंड का एग्जांपल दिया था, तो इसमें 2C मतलब हम जो PMOS का देख रहे थे, तो 2 PMOS थे, दोनों को 2 से हमने साइज किया था, इसलिए P का 4 आ गया था. सिमिलरली N में भी हम N में सीरीज में थे, तो दोनों का सम करके 4 आ रहा था, मतलब दोनों ट्रांजिस्टर का हम अगर साइज देखें. सिमिलरली ऐसे P में भी दोनों MOS 2 से साइज किए थे, इसलिए 4 हो गया था. अब सर जो मिडिल स्टेज वाला है, ये 3 इनपुट NAND गेट है, तो सर इसमें 3 जो रेजिस्टेंस होंगे NMOS के, मतलब वो सीरीज में होंगे, तो सर वो 3C होंगे, इसलिए हमने 6 कर दिया. लेकिन सर PMOS जो होंगे वो भी तो पैरेलल में होंगे ना, तो वो भी सर 2C से सारे साइज होंगे, तो उनका भी सर 6 आना चाहिए.
You're getting confused. So this is equal to 1 unit size inverter. This is equivalent to 1 unit. इसका डिले जो होगा 1 unit inverter के equivalent होगा. Am I right? Over here, when I say P is equal to 4 and equal to 4, I am actually saying each of these devices is 4.
Okay.
Because for any input, this is 8. Okay, for any input, the total of NMOS and PMOS it is seeing is 8.
Okay.
Now let's come to the 3-input NAND gate. 3-input NAND gate also, what I wanted was that the drive should be stronger than a unit inverter. So 3-input NAND gate, I said NMOSs are 6 in size.
Okay, we are taking like input capacitance should be of like 10C. हमें 10C input capacitance बनाना है.
Yes.
Okay. Got it, sir.
Okay. So don't get confused by that. So 3-input NAND gate would look like this. Yes.
सर जब
Yes.
हम कैपेसिटेंस की वैल्यू को फाइंड आउट कर रहे होंगे तो हम उसे जैसे कुछ मेंशन नहीं है डिफ्यूज शेयर्ड कैपेसिटेंस है या फिर वो आइसोलेटेड कैपेसिटेंस है तो फिर उस केस में हम उसे कैसे कंसीडर करेंगे और फिर कैपेसिटेंस की वैल्यू निकालेंगे?
So यहाँ पे देखो अभी हमने कैपेसिटेंस की वैल्यू नहीं निकाली है.
यस सर. तो मतलब जैसे कुछ मेंशन नहीं है तो फिर हम उसे आइसोलेटेड कंसीडर करेंगे या फिर शेयर्ड?
आपको दो सर्किट्स को कंपेयर करने के लिए या साइजिंग करने के लिए उस कैपेसिटेंस को कुछ भी कंसीडर करने की जरूरत नहीं है. हमने कुछ करा क्या यहाँ पे? Did we do anything? No. We're just looking at gate capacitance. We're just looking at gate capacitance. And based on number of inputs, हमने P को just number of inputs के हिसाब से scale कर दिया. अगर 3 input है तो we set P equal to 3, 4 input है तो we set P equal to 4. That's it. So we are not going. So this is back of the envelope calculations. We are not going into exact delay measurements. That was a much finer detail that we saw when we were looking at just one inverter or one gate. As soon as we go to a path kind of a setting, we cannot go into such detail for doing back of the envelope calculations. So when you will do the simulation, the simulator would do everything. Simulator would put every capacitance, every resistance, everything there. But you are not a simulator. You want quick comparison between two devices or two gate combinations or two paths. You want to do a quick sizing of your path. So you ignore those finer details at this stage. It is a different level of abstraction. Look at it like this. You have to purchase a set of books, okay? And you want to cover some content that you have in mind. You go to a bookshop. Will you read all the books? Suppose you lay your hands on 4 or 5 books जिनके titles ऐसे कुछ match कर रहे हैं. Now, will you read the entire books before purchasing one?
No, sir.
What will you do? You will go to the index. You will see, okay, this is the topic I wanted to discuss about. This topic is in chapter 6 over here in this particular book. This chap has spent 25 pages on this topic. You open the other book, you see, okay, इधर chapter 4 के अंदर ये topic covered है. This guy has spent 15 pages on it. Third book, इसमें तो बस एक ही पेज में इस topic को touch करके छोड़ दिया है. So you say, I wanted to cover this thing, so I go into book 3. Now you've not read the content of book 3 or book 1, whatever. Okay, but you made a decision. You made a decision based on some top level information. How many number of pages a person has used to describe a particular topic? Is it not?
Yes, sir.
That is the kind of an effort. That is a level of abstraction you need when you come to path. You don't need to go into exact isolated drain capacitance, shared drain capacitance. That is a detail. At a top level, it's a 3-input NAND gate. Okay, P equal to 3 laga do. I don't even look into whether it is a shared drain or not. I know as a layout designer, I will design it to be the lowest capacitance. I will do that when I'm making the layout. But when I'm sizing the chain, entire chain, I have hundreds and thousands of gates to size. I cannot go into each and every shared source and shared drain kind of detailing.
बट सर जब हम लोग इक्विवेलेंट मॉडल बना रहे थे पिछली वाली क्लास में तो सर इसमें
that was only one gate. That was only one gate. Remember.
Yes.
Now I'm talking about a path. Will you make now so many equivalent models? And I'm saying, give me back of the nerve calculation based answer in 1 hour. nahi na? So this is a different level of abstraction. You know C programming or any Perl programming, any object-oriented programming, you know? What do? You define functions. Once you've defined a function, you leave the function there. Then you simply make your program and invoke those functions as and when needed. That doesn't mean that the function is not important, that the detail that you wrote inside the function is not important. It is very important because that would define how many times or what is the overall efficiency of your code is. But every time you call a function or when you are writing about the top level algorithm, you don't go into the detail of कि मैं ये sorting bubble sort कर रहा हूँ या मैं ये sorting किसी और तरीके से कर रहा हूँ, binary sort कर रहा हूँ, for example, है ना? So you just say sort, that's it. How to do it? Okay, we will look at the detail when we go there in the implementation stage. As of now, I need sorting. Okay, I only write sort. I do not write bubble sort or binary sort or binary. I do not do all those things. I simply say sort. Does this help?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Yeah. आगे बढ़े?
So,
yes, sir.
I just have one small conceptual question.
Yes, Swapnil.
Yeah. So, हम लोग यहाँ पे एक branch की बात कर रहे हैं. Assuming that we are calculating the effort or the delay at one particular branch हमने लिया है A to. But when we are calculating the value of Cin at x, I mean when you are calculating the value of x, we do consider जो उसको C out आपको ऊपर वाली branch का भी दिख रहा है. That's why we multiplied it by 2 in the expression. So what could so how do I justify it? Like, can you explain it to me, like, not mathematically, in a way, conceptually, like why do I consider it when you're considering only one branch? But as in you see, because उसको load दिख ही रहा है, मतलब चाहे वो on है off है.
Okay. Yeah. Look at it like this. This is for this particular gate. When this particular gate wants to drive this capacitance here, what is the capacitance it will see?
It will see the combined capacitance.
Will it? So that is why you put the entire load, output load. That is why we say H is equal to C out by C in.
Yeah, that is okay. So when we effectively take the branch, like we effectively calculate for one branch, we in a way do not consider the other branch to be off. It's just we do not say that it is an off branch or it is not working currently.
Yeah. We never said off. We said inactive. I'm not worried about the delay on that. That may not be the critical path. This is the critical path.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So it might be going to a circuit where there is sufficient time and margin slack there. So I'm not worried about the critical path there. This is the critical path. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Sir?
Yeah. Yes?
Sir, I'm little confused. Sir, on Friday class, when we discussed about RC model, sir, can I relate that in this branch also? मतलब मैं अगर first NAND gate लूँ, जो 2 input है, मैं उसको RC से relate कर सकता हूँ?
देखो साहिल, मैं वही बात कर रहा हूँ. If you want, you can actually make वही पहले भी यही सवाल था कि मैं इधर RC model कैसे बनाऊँ? Yes, you can make RC model for everything over here. But then, if I ask you to give me the sizing of these circuits, you will not be able to give me the sizing within 1 hour.
Okay, sir. Sir, I got कि अगर मैं आपने जो भी concept पढ़ा logical effort, उससे मेरे को sizing पता चल गई. But sir, अगर मैं
now when you want to find the delay, you go into the RC model and find the delay. Yes, now do that.
If I consider 2 input जो input है 2 input NAND gate जो 4/4 sizing है, तो सर PMOS का 2R/4 R/2, तो सर उसका इफेक्ट तो R/2 आ रहा है, R नहीं आ रहा ना. सिमिलरली जब NMOS दोनों सीरीज में है,
डबल करा है ना. मैंने क्या कहा था, 1 यूनिट इन्वर्टर की जगह मैंने इसको 2 यूनिट इन्वर्टर, मतलब डबल द यूनिट इन्वर्टर का स्ट्रेंथ दिया है मैंने ऐसे. नॉट जस्ट इसे भी.
ठीक है सर.
बिकॉज वी रियलाइज दैट इज हाउ इट विल. एंड इसको 3 इन्वर्टर्स का स्ट्रेंथ दिया है. You see, NMOS is 3 because I wanted to minimize the delay.
अच्छा, okay sir.
I had this load to drive, and I wanted to minimize the delay. To be able to drive this load, I had to make stronger chain.
Okay, okay. Now I
Single size unit size inverter would not have helped.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
हेलो
आगे
सर।
बढ़े? Yes, Ajay.
सर जैसे हमने इसमें बैकवर्ड कैलकुलेशन किया तो क्या सर ऐसे फॉरवर्ड भी कर सकते हैं क्या कि जैसे सी इन इज इक्वल टू सी आउट इंटू जी आई अपॉन एफ है तो सर हमें बाकी चीजें पता ही है तो हम यहाँ से सी आउट इज इक्वल टू एफ इंटू
आप
सी
कर
इन अपॉन
सकते
जी
हो,
आई।
आप कर सकते हो। उसमें क्या है कि आप कहीं एक जगह पे जाके फंस जाओगे, पता है कैसे? क्योंकि अब आपको इसका साइज तो पता नहीं है, नेक्स्ट स्टेज का आपको साइज नहीं पता है, आप इसके लिए इस स्टेज के लिए एच कैसे निकालोगे? आपको सीन तो पता है
इसमें एच
ना?
दिया है ना 45 और
हाँ, तो कर सकते हो। नहीं नहीं, कैपिटल एच 45 और 8 दिया है ना, 45/8 दिया है।
ओके सर।
कर सकते हो, क्योंकि आपको, आप कहोगे मेरे को एफ पता है, मेरे को इस गेट का जी पता है, तो मैं एच तो निकाल लूंगा, निकाल लोगे, ठीक है। बट देन फिर उसको दो में स्प्लिट करना है, इट्स मतलब थोड़ा सा काउंटर इंट्यूटिव हो जाएगा। बैकवर्ड्स इज वेरी इंट्यूटिव।
ओके सर।
गोइंग बैकवर्ड्स इज वेरी इंट्यूटिव, यू कैन गो फॉरवर्ड ऑल्सो।
ओके
फॉरवर्ड में बस आप ऐसा ना हो कि आप इन ब्रांचेस के एफर्ट को मिस कर दो, दैट इज द वरी।
ओके सर।
ठीक है,
ठीक है सर।
आगे बढ़े। So now with this, we can actually size long data paths. For example, in this particular example, we know that there is a data path load of 64 times the unit gate. And now you want to see how many stages do I keep. So by using exactly the same process, now the G is 1. That life has become simple because G is 1. All that you now need to do is two stages थी, तो you say f is equal to square root of 64, तो 8 आ गया। तीन stages हुई तो you said third root of 64, तो 4 आ गया, and the life becomes simple. So the total delay you will see will reduce, okay, somewhere in the middle. If you keep on increasing the stages, the delay would start to increase a bit. Why? Because the parasitic components keeps on getting added. Okay, and additionally, you will also start to lose area if you simply add up these. So this is one, very less area but very bad delay. This is 9, okay, worse area but much better delay. This is 21, and this is 23 plus 9, around 35. So you see, you've increased the area to 35 and you've actually degraded the delay. So going to very large number of chains is also not desirable. Okay.
बट सर ये पैरासिटिक तो सर लिनियरली वो n के साथ चेंज हो रहा है। अगर मैं n बढ़ाता रहूं तो f टू द पावर 1/n वो टर्म भी तो सर घट जाएगा ना।
हाँ, बट आप देख रहे हो ना, डिले बढ़ रहा है ना टोटल। आप
हाँ,
करके देख लो, अपने आप एग्जांपल करके देख लो। तो एग्जांपल करके दिखा रहा हूँ मैं आपको, इसमें कुछ assumption की तो बात ही नहीं कर रहा। आई एम नॉट
नहीं
यूजिंग
सर।
एनी assumption here.
हाँ सर, इस मतलब अगर 4 के बाद भी मैं और भी अगर बढ़ाऊं तो उस केस में भी वो बढ़ेगा
It
ही।
will increase. Yes, it will only increase further.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Experiment. Okay. Now, many times you will see that यहाँ तो we just saw कि how to size or how to define the number of stages. Where is an optimal stage? We just saw that as an example. It can happen that you find that for best delay you need 20 stages. Let us say, okay, somehow you found out by using this optimization that for best delay you need 20 stages. Now, the logic that you had, the combinational logic that you had, required only 5 stages. So now you have a choice ki should you put inverters first and these 5 combinational logic stages later, or combinational logic stages first and inverters later. What would you choose? What would you choose and why? Hello? See, if
So
you keep
add-
s equal to same, it will be delay के terms में शायद same आएगा दोनों में. Now what would you choose and why?
So adding
you were saying something.
adding inverters after the combinational block.
Why?
Because like आपको जो इन्वर्टर पे CN दिखेगा effectively, जो कॉम्बिनेशन का C लोड बन जाएगा वो कम रहेगा, because as in like you have the C load given to you something at the output जो आप सबसे आखिरी वाला होगा, and when you find the CN at the first inverter, that वो wall base आपका suppose आपका वहाँ पे parasitic भी डिले कम रहेगा, like you have one, तो effective जो C load आपको कॉम्बिनेशन ब्लॉक पे आखिरी में दिखेगा, that would be lesser.
सर एच कम हो जाएगा ना अगर अपन जो कॉम्बिनेशन ब्लॉक पहले लगा देंगे, तो एच कम हो जाएगा, क्योंकि जो आउटपुट कैपेसिटेंस अपने ब्लॉक का जो होगा वो एज अ इनपुट लगेगा अपने इन्वर्टर वाले में। तो अब जो इन्वर्टर का इनपुट वाला है वो ज्यादा हो गया कैपेसिटेंस, और आउटपुट का अपन जब रेशियो लेंगे तो एच कम आ जाएगा, तो इसलिए
देखो फाइनली अगर 20 स्टेजेस हैं तो ईच स्टेज विल हैव इक्वल एफर्ट. That is how you optimize, na? Each stage should have equal effort. That is how you arrive at 20 stages. And when it's a 2-input NAND gate, we say parasitic delay is 2. When it's a 5-input NOR gate, we say parasitic delay is 5. तो उसके अंदर भी हमको ज्यादा इंटेलिजेंस नहीं लगा रहे हैं. Why do we keep the combinational gates before and inverters later? You know the answer.
Sir, we can get fan out more.
अभी पिछली स्लाइड में हमने क्या करा था? What did we do in the last slide? What did I compare in the last slide?
You add more stages तो एरिया बढ़ जाता है, so अगर ज़्यादा आपने stages ऐड कर दी.
Okay, now we are saying the number of stages is fixed. So I'm not adding more stages. I'm just changing the location of combinational logic versus inverters. Will there be an impact on area? Hello?
Sir, could you move on the previous slide once? If we can.
Yeah. Now?
Sir, I'm unable to figure out.
Actually, sir, I think it would depend, because if you see in this slide, if my inverter is like output of my inverter has higher capacitance, then my area of that inverter would also increase, because I have to maintain that ratio, right? So if my output capacitance is lower, then I would like to keep it at the end, so that मेरा inverter ज़्यादा बड़ा ना हो जाए, because my combination logic I'm assuming it's pretty large.
So look at it like this. Realize that if I have a deep chain combinational path, then as you go closer to the output, your size of the gate increases exponentially. Are you able to see this? The size is growing exponentially. Now, if you have to make a NOR gate over here instead of a NOR gate over here, so if the total thing has to be kept as, so overall जो area आपका होगा, when you keep NOR gates and NAND gates early on, the combinational logic will use less area, and then you can simply use bigger buffers later. So overall area के terms में you stand to gain much more when you put logic blocks in the initial part of your design. Okay? And in terms of the best stage effort, we will finally come at जो वही S वाला जो ये formula था. There is, as I already mentioned, there is no standard formula for solution for this. You will typically see that the stage ratio that people typically keep is of the order of 3 to 4 when the output capacitance is very, very high. For example, if you are talking about an SRAM word line that needs to be driven, or a very long global signal that needs to be driven, then you may want to increase this to 5 or 6, 5 to 10 also. Because if it's a long RC, then however big a driver you keep over here, the delay is not going to change. The delay is going to be governed primarily by this RC. Okay, so you rather save area and leakage and say, okay, let me have a bad stage ratio. Okay, yes.
सर प्रीवियस जहाँ पे हम लोग इन्वर्टर को इंसर्ट किए तो उसका तो रीजन सर वही था कि मेरा तो कॉम्बिनेशनल लॉजिक का जो भी मेरा आ रहा था वो तो मुझे फंक्शन ऑलरेडी मिल ही रहा था, तो उसके बाद भी हम लोग वो स्टेज को ऐड किए ताकि मेरा कैपिटल N का वैल्यू बढ़े.
No, because the load was very, very large, I needed 20 stages. Because the load was very, very large, therefore after the combinational logic, I anyway had to put buffers to be able to drive that huge capacitance. Okay.
So can you please re-explain the previous
And
slide?
in terms of stage ratio, you will notice that stage ratio के ऊपर dependence है, but बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है. So typically, a stage ratio between 2.5 to 6 would give almost similar delays. You know, this is the delay and stage ratio is increasing on that side. So जब मैं कह रहा हूँ कि एक SRAM के लिए because the word line RC is anyways very high, you can keep a stage ratio which is much larger than 4 or something. That also works fine. Yes, you had a question here.
सर मेन मोटिव मतलब वो लोड मेरा कितना है उस हिसाब से मुझे बफर इंसर्ट करना है, नॉट कि डिले को.
All sizing is about how to drive the load well. Is it not? It is always. अगर हम H की बात करें, H is about C output, C load upon C in. Yeah. H is that function only. H brings in the notion of how big a load I'm worried about or how big a load I need to drive. So delay is dependent on that, na? And if I want to reduce the delay to the minimum level, then I need to consider the load there. How big is the load? Okay.
तो सर कॉम्बिनेशनल लॉजिक के जो सर्किट है उसका साइज बढ़ाने से ज्यादा हम लोग प्रेफर करते हैं कि उसमें बफर इंसर्ट करके उस चीज को साइज करें.
Yes, because कॉम्बिनेशनल सर्किट को जो अभी हम थोड़ी देर पहले बात कर रहे थे, जब मेरे को ट्वाइस द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ NMOS रेगुलर इन्वर्टर जब बनाना था, तो सी आई हैड टू पुट 4 डिवाइसेस ऑफ 4 ईच, तो मेरा एरिया 16 था. अगर यही मैंने इन्वर्टर बनाया होता तो मैं इसको 4 करता, इसको 2 करता और सेम ड्राइव स्ट्रेंथ आ जाती 6 में.
Yes, sir.
Both have same drive strength. But this one uses area of 16, this one uses area of 6. So I prefer to keep lesser, inverters towards the later part.
Yes, sir.
When I need larger drive strength. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir?
Yes?
So I do get numerically हमारे पास वो 3.59 कुछ वैल्यू आ गई थी for the best stage effort. But how can we generalize it for like each and every kind of a circuit कि 4 will give kind of the best optimum?
So there is no way to generalize. Actually नहीं है. We just give you an empirical value, and that is why I then followed it up with you may want to keep it anywhere between 2.4 to 6. And in fact at places I am also giving you an example कि आप उसको 10 या 15 भी रख सकते हो. Because आपको पता है it is the delay is dominated by RC. So again, look at it. This is not an exact method. This is a back of the envelope method to give you approximate sizing, an estimate of what your circuit would look like, how much area it would consume. It's just that.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So you don't go into too many nitty-gritties in this. You just do back of the envelope calculations, do the first sizing, and then you do fine-tuning after simulation. But this would give you a gross big number. Okay, itna hoga. है ना. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ये जो हम SRAM डिकोडर की बात कर रहे थे, you need to answer questions like how many stages to use, how large should each gate be, how fast can the decoder operate. You need to answer all these questions early on so that you can target a specification. Yeah, please. Hello.
Sir, we have a class. Can we leave?
Yeah, this is actually the last slide. So we can close this here. We can close this here. We can pick it up from here. 1 minute का ही बचा है आगे, 2 minute का. It will also help us revise it in the next class then. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. All the
Hello,
best. Sorry for the delay.
हेलो सर.
Yes.
सर मुझे एक लास्ट क्विज का एक डाउट था.
Okay.
सर जो हमारा ये डिफ्यूजन वाला पार्ट था वो सर हमारे एनालॉग सीमॉस में भी मतलब कैपेसिटेंस वाला पार्ट है. तो सर उसके लिए मैंने सर मतलब एनालॉग सीमॉस के लिए रजावी से किया था. तो सर उसमें जो हम इसमें आपने स्लाइड्स में कराया था वो मतलब वो जो गेट साइड वॉल वाला हम पेरीमीटर में नहीं काउंट करते हैं. तो सर उसमें काउंट किया था. तो सर मैंने क्विज में मतलब वैसे ही वही फॉर्मूला लगा दिया और मेरा काट दिया पूरा.
तो तो क्या करें वो जो हमने क्लास में कुछ डिस्कस करा है, आप कुछ और लगा रहे हो
सर. लेकिन मतलब एक ही चीज होनी चाहिए ना. मतलब डीवीडी में ये करो, सीमॉस में वो करो. सर कंफ्यूजन भी हो जाता है.
I know
सर
but you will
रजावी
see
में
that
लिखा भी
there
था
are
कि whether you include it or not, मतलब it is negligible, it does not matter.
so that is why we ignored it.
So सर मतलब उसको यूज भी करो तब भी तो मैटर नहीं करता. अब पूरे मेरे सारे मार्क्स कट गए.
मैंने भी साइड वॉल का इसलिए नहीं जोड़ा.
So सर ऐसे मतलब एक कोर्स में कुछ और पढ़ो, दूसरे कोर्स में कुछ मतलब.
So you will see this more and more, you know, as you to go into specializations, you will see this more and more, because what happens is that some things are ignored at some places and they are not ignored at others. Okay. So because we discussed the formula has 3 sides for the perimeter in this course, that is why the TAs did what they had to do. Okay. I will talk to them and I will look at your answer. If I think it is appropriate.
सर लास्ट में मतलब मैंने करेक्ट करने का ट्राई भी किया था. मतलब मैंने आपको एक मेल भी किया था जैसे क्विज खत्म हुआ था, क्योंकि मुझे याद आया कि सर ने तो ये कराया था फिर, बट मेरे पास टाइम ही नहीं बचा था कि मैं उसको कंप्लीट करूं, क्योंकि एकदम 1 ही 2 मिनट बचे. तो फिर मैंने कहा कि चलो
I'm not committing anything. Let me discuss with the TAs and then they will let you know.
सर मैंने मेल भी किया था आपको इससे रिलेटेड, वो बुक का वो पेज भी.
Yeah, I know.
Okay sir.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you sir.
Yeah, bye.
Sir, if you have time sir, एक बार सर मुझे जैसे जो 3 इनपुट NOR गेट है सर उसकी साइजिंग एक बार बता सकते हैं अगर आपको अभी 5 मिनट फ्री है.
So I have to meet the TAs also and I have another meeting in a little while. So 3 input NOR gate के लिए ये जो हमने ऐसे एग्जांपल में करा था उसकी बात कर रहे हो अक्षत, या किसी और चीज की बात कर रहे हो?
सर नॉर्मल 3 इनपुट NOR गेट को अगर मुझे साइज करना है तो सर लाइक इफेक्टिव रेजिस्टेंस जो NMOS के पाथ में आएगी वो मेरी 3R आएगी क्योंकि RRR होगा.
NOR ना तो RRR, ठीक है. And you have you want this stack to look like a resistance to have overall strength of 2. Since there are 3 in series, you put them as 666. Okay.
Okay sir.
And you put them as 111. Sorry. ठीक है.
Okay sir.
So I'm stopping the recording now and
सर कल के क्विज के लिए आज का कंटेंट भी आएगा?
हमेशा ही आता है ना.